Oh, just a matter of focus. It's we're really good when we do a handful of things and that's it. And all the other things just seem to fall into place. When we try to do all things at all times, we're not very good. So I've, in this stretch we've had some hockey that I've loved. And not even just pieces of games, whole games that we played very well in and didn't get a win. And we won a few I wasn't too excited about. But we're fine. Like I think we're in a really good place right now.
What are those things that your team needs to prioritize against Ottawa?
Well, this is like top secret stuff now, Katie. You can't be giving it all out. We're a really good forechecking team, so people know that about us. We have to put ourselves in a position to do that very well and do it very fast. And when we play a game that's not based on those ideas, we end up being a little slower than we need to be. That is an incredible mic on you, Cub. Well done.
Thank you. Right.
You could probably sit across the hallway and ask this. From your car, you could have had this conversation. Well done.
Today, I might as well stay
There you
inside.
go. That's it. Stay warm.
I just thought the fact that you guys have pretty well been through about everything the last 365 days.
Yeah.
I wonder if that helps kind of keeps the heart rate low internally as he goes through.
In between games, it does. You're still sour when you lose, grumpy, passionate about that. I would say I'm concerned about the National Hockey League and all the adversity that you face in the first round. It's going to be tough, right? Like there's a bunch of really good teams that could win are going home 4 to 7 games and it's over, right? So is it concerned? I'm aware of that. I'm not concerned about where we are, where we're playing, and our ability to get back to our game. I'm not. It is a hard game that we play. We've had some really important guys in and out of our lineup, which isn't an excuse in the playoffs, but your style of game changes. And we're at a time of year where everybody wants these next 5 to go away. And it's just the truth. I mean, if you're fighting for something, and yeah, we could still finish first, or we could lose home ice advantage. I don't know what the benefit is. Like, who do you want? Do you want Toronto, Boston, or Tampa? I mean, how would you know? So everybody wants to get out of this healthy. I think you see that in our games. They kind of go from being up and down the ice like the Toronto game, nobody getting too close to the walls, and then there'll be one hit you don't like, and then 5 guys are piled on top of each other in the corner because, we don't want to lose anybody, which is fine. I mean, I guess that's fun to watch too, but it's an unusual time of year. I'm fine with where we are.
Speaking of health, any updates on Aaron Ekblad?
Yeah, I don't think he plays the rest of the regular season, but we are quite confident that he's 100% and ready to go by the first game. So this is not new, and it's not unknown to us what it is. So he's got a real good handle on how long it's going to take, and he's progressing really well today and from it. So we're good there. We're going to miss him, but so Mahura plays tonight, and Linskus will play, and overtime. So it used to be, there's opportunities. There are, and it's also a good thing to get these guys in and get them some games.
Who else is coming out on D?
So Mahura goes in for Ekblad. Everybody else stays. Linskus isn't coming. I'm sorry. He's coming in at some point.
Gotcha.
Yeah, sorry.
And Bob Bennett?
Correct.
What's the process been like for Vladimir Tarasenko acclimating to this group?
You know what? Really good. We wanted to, in the first block of time, kind of see him in a bunch of different roles, or just with different centermen. So, natural right winger, a left-hand shot, but his natural right side. Left hand with Barkov. We played a few games, scored a couple goals. It was good. We lost a few, so I started moving the lines around. They played with Lundell. I liked that a lot. He played right wing. And then he ended up going back up with Barkov, but with Reinhart this time. And we've liked a lot of that. But part of that is because, Bennett was hurt, Rodriguez was hurt, so we didn't really know if I liked the other lines, because it's not just about one player. It's what does it affect the whole group? So we kind of like our structure right here now. Verhaeghe's out of our lineup. But I think this might be a real good spot for him, just with Barkov and Reinhart.
What kind of weapon is he for you in your arsenal?
Oh, you know what? I put him in almost the Kachuk category. Just hated him in St. Louis. Like, the number of goals he scored from that dot just nearly drove me insane, especially in the playoffs. He had that knack. So there's a box out there around that right side face-off dot with about 10 or 15 feet around it. If it's on his stick, you got a real good chance of scoring. He's got that elite release, hard to find. What I've enjoyed the most about him is watching him talk incessantly with Barkov about hockey on the ice. I just love that when you get two guys that are playing together and all they do is talking hockey in different situations. They come off the ice and they're talking on the way off the ice. Like, it's really good. So I think that there's a chemistry there. I know that there's a chemistry there kind of off hockey. And in the play, it's starting to develop. We're starting to see that thing go pretty good for us.
Thank you, Coach.
Thanks, Coach.
Thank you.
All right, everybody.